Right, everybody, welcome to iConnect University. Good to have you all back. I'm Andy Warburton, the founder of iConnect. And with me is the one and only Cameron Evans.
Yeah, head of marketing here at the Warburton team and for iConnect. And yeah,
We're ready to
ready.
go. Listen, the whole point of Tuesday and Friday is to back up all of your expertise as agents, that
Hmm.
we provide you with technology that you cannot get anywhere else.
Yep.
It's completely unique. And we want to help you with this technology, support what you're doing, that you can really stand out in the
Yeah.
community. You know what, Cam? That's been the biggest thing I've had my whole career is how do I stand out in the community?
Yep.
Maybe it's a flashier flyer, maybe it's a better flyover, it's better pictures or whatever, and
Hmm.
everybody competes in that world.
Yeah.
But this idea of complete change in how you access an agent, that's new.
Yep.
And for customers to be able to see that on a map, tap it, choose their agent.
Hmm.
And the big thing for me, we've got 63,000 buyers and sellers in our database, right?
Hmm.
And of course, we're constantly sending out marketing things to them and so on.
Yeah.
But the thing that will set you apart as you watch this is that now the people who are in your database, they can communicate with you in a completely unique way.
Yep.
And Cameron and I were joking about this yesterday. We were talking about his partner, actually. And I said, when you speak to the young lady, do you speak to her the same way as you speak to me?
Not at all.
It's like,
No.
no, right, because you got your magic, you got
Yep.
your
Yep.
vibe, you got
Yep.
the things that you say. You have
Yep.
a unique way of talking.
Yep. Yep.
So relationships are like that. When you have relationship, you don't think this. When you have a lead, okay, use a bot,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
When you have a relationship, we don't see leads as leads. We see it as an introduction to a human being.
Hmm.
It's a very important mindset.
Yep.
When you have people that you care about, you speak with them differently.
Hmm.
So the whole idea that we built behind iConnect, Cam, is that a buyer or seller who's nervous for whatever reason, right?
Hmm.
Who's worried about selling their home, worried about the buying process, worried about law changes,
Hmm.
they can tap on the map, zoom in, pick out an agent, and then here comes the piece,
Yes.
communicate uniquely.
Yep.
Just tap on video. Hey, Cameron, this is John, and we're thinking about buying a house. Wanted to talk to a couple of agents
Hmm.
first.
Hmm.
Now you're not driving around 10 houses.
Yep.
So it protects your time
Yes.
and they get a chance to talk to you. And if they vibe with you, they go, okay, cool. Then they tap on just like Uber and they can now order a time where you go and show them property or do a
Yep.
home valuation.
Yep.
So that uniqueness of communication is important. So now what we want to do with iConnect University is help you guys with tools
Yep.
that you can use to immediately start promoting yourself,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
I think, I'm sorry about this, I'm digressing a little bit, but think about that company that brought out gold jackets years ago.
Hmm.
Actually, the only thing that distinguished them, they were doing the same as everybody else in town. They just wore a gold jacket.
Hmm.
And you're too young to know what company I'm
Yeah, I
talking
don't know
about.
it. I don't know what
It's a really big one. It begins with a C and it
Okay,
has some
okay.
numbers at the end. You got
Okay,
it now?
I
Yeah,
got it, got
okay,
it,
you
got
got
it, got
it,
it, got it,
right?
got
Is
it.
you wore that jacket because you wanted to stand out.
Mm,
Then realtor pins were a big deal. It was
mm,
because people
mhm.
always used to wear enamel pins. Sorry, you're very young. And so you'd wear this like enamel pin.
Uh,
If you're over 50, you know what I'm talking about.
uh,
Then, of course, I got into tech majorly, went to MIT, took courses there and so
mm,
on and so forth, and really got into the whole tech world. Yeah.
yeah.
And the whole idea, man, is that you stand out.
Hmm.
But you don't want to say, I stand out if you don't stand out.
Yep.
So the way to stand out is to provide this communication technology, accessibility technology.
Yep.
So people go, look, when I go to Amazon, I want to buy it now. When
Hmm.
I'm buying a house, I want to meet an agent
Hmm.
now,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And by the way, when I go to Amazon, I want a tracker to tell me when my gear's arriving.
Yep.
And when I buy a house for a $500,000, I want to know when my agent's arriving.
Hmm.
Now you can do all that in iConnect.
Yep.
What we want to do is share with you each week, every Tuesday, every Friday, new tools.
Yep.
And as we onboard teams, we're going around the country onboarding teams. If you want your team to be a part of this,
Hmm.
we'll come to you. You put enough people in a room, we'll come to you, or else we'll do it over a Zoom and share with your agents exactly not only how to use the technology, but how to do the marketing. So
Yes.
today
Yes.
we're gonna focus on Facebook ads, right?
Facebook ads.
Talk about it.
So real quick backstory, when I was a real estate agent, my first listing that I got was through a Facebook ad. And I was one of those hungry, just real estate agents. I was
Yeah,
trying to figure out how to generate some leads for myself.
yeah.
Came across a YouTube video of a guy that was talking about how to set up Facebook ads for a real estate agent. I literally copied everything that he did. I put $100 into it and I got 20 leads out of it. And one guy was like, hey,
Dude, $100, that's a good ROI.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because the guy that I spoke to, he was like, wait, because my ad was a home. And so I was like, so the guy said, wait a second, before buying a home, I need to sell one. And I was like, I'm on the way.
Oh,
And
that's
so-
just awful, isn't it?
Yeah. And so that was literally one of my first, it was actually the first listing that I got. And so that knowledge of knowing how to create Facebook ads, I've done it for myself. I used to run a media company. I've done it for the media company. I've also done it for other brokers.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to show you all how to do the same thing for yourself and leverage iConnect in order to do it, not only for the educational side, but also for the actual content, the elements, the assets that you're going to be using to put together the ad.
And we provide all of that through iConnect.
Yeah, we provide it all. Because again, we want to do our best to make it as easy as possible for you all to get to production, right? And so whether it's giving you tools and tech around lead gen or tools and tech around converting those leads or whatever it is that we can help you guys with your whatever we can give you from a tech perspective,
Right.
educational perspective to get you guys closer to production faster. That's the goal with all this content.
Let's do it. So let's dig in and see. This is how you place a Facebook ad, right?
Yep.
So let's do it, man.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen here. And so, okay, so I'm literally going to start from the beginning. I'm going to minimize Zoom here. I'm going to pull up my windows, and literally if you guys are on right now, you literally can just follow step by step. We are going to go a little quick, but it's recorded, so you guys just play it back.
Totally.
Yep. So I'm just going to go to my home screen, and first thing obviously we're going to do is pull up Facebook. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get to the ads part, but secondly, let's open up another tab, and we are going to open up our first promoter. This is where all of the assets are going to be stored. So we're going to be bouncing.
So assets means pictures, videos,
Yes,
all
sorry.
that. So
Yeah.
anything they want to post, they can see there.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. And so, so we're going to keep this open for once we get to the actual ad creative.
Yep.
But first, let's go into creating the ad. So Andrew, we're actually in your Facebook
let's do
page.
it.
Yep.
I was just say, who's that good looking guy? In the
Yeah. And
It's
so
100 years ago. 76 years ago.
And so,
Why are you laughing?
yeah.
Let's go.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is go to the left-hand side. And if you just scroll down, you're going to see Ads Manager here.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and click that. For the majority of you all, I'm pretty sure if you are brand new agents, maybe you may not have a business Facebook page. And we can actually, create another educational piece for you guys on how to create one. But for the most real estate agents, we have business pages set up.
Me too.
And so you're going to have an ads account that's attached to that business manager. Sometimes they call it business suite. It's all the same. It's just the business side of Meta, aka Facebook. And so, we're going to go over to the left-hand side, being the managers. And first thing that I'm going to do is actually go to the business page of the Warburton team.
So this is an important distinction right here. And I don't want this to be too long, but everybody watching, make sure you make that distinction. Yeah. You probably don't want to place this on your personal page.
Yeah.
You're going to place it on your business page. So you select right here. Let's go.
Yes. So we're going to select our business page.
Yep.
And then we are going to go to campaigns.
Yep.
And then we're going to come over here to create. Now, obviously, there is tons of different campaign strategies that are out there depending on what you're trying to do. For us, we're trying to generate leads. So obviously, we're going to go to generate leads. Up here, the buying type, I always keep this at auction, and it's exactly what it sounds. If you're bidding for people's attention, it's exactly like an auction. So we're going to keep that at auction. So then we're just going to go ahead and click continue. So here's something very interesting. A lot of very experienced marketing individuals like to go manual down here for the leads campaign. And this is setting up everything manually. But this is one of the things that I absolutely love about Facebook is they've taken all of their data in the past and all of their best practices in the past and given it to individuals in like training wheel style.
So let me just interject here as well. There's a lot of agencies that will sell you the service that we're talking about here now for hundreds of dollars a month. And you really don't need to pay that. You really don't, guys. I personally have originated, I forget the last count, somewhere around 18,000 Facebook leads in the last 3.5 years.
Wow.
And I just stumbled all over this at the beginning. It was nowhere near as efficient as what you are now.
Yeah.
But we're teaching you what you can do. You watch this video, you can do it. It's a 10-minute process, and wait till you see the number of leads that you can get with a very small investment. So keep watching, right? And remember, again, Your messaging is going to be that you're going to brand yourself. You're not just going to say, "Hey, I'm John, another realtor." You're going to do a unique message.
Yeah, something different. Yeah, something different that consumers haven't seen.
So bottom line, don't go to manual.
Yeah, so
don't do it.
Yeah, don't go do it. So we're going to do tailored leads campaign.
Yep.
And so we're going to go ahead and click next. And what it's going to do is just set up all of the basic best practices within the campaign.
Yep.
So first thing that we're going to do, we are going to name this. Now I like to keep it organized. So what we're going to do is create buyer lead gen. And then we're going to do, let's see. So we're going to do buyer lead gen. And then let's do the ad creative, which is the standout agent.
So let's talk about that. You know,
Yes.
all our campaigns are stand up, stand out, right?
Yep.
That whole idea of standing up in your community. You've got all these portals that are selling you leads. You can stand up in your community. That's the iConnect movement. Well, that's why we're doing this, to assemble agents together all around the country that you can stand up, say, hey, the industry's changed, we've changed, we're different, and away you go. And remember, no referral fee.
Yeah.
So this is your standout campaign, right?
Yep.
And by the way, buyer and seller leads, because iConnected, they don't distinguish between the two, which is super cool.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. So basically with the naming, I just want to keep it organized to the point to where when I look at it, I know what's in it.
You can manage it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep.
And so, And so now we're going to go down to special ad category.
It's a biggie.
Yeah. So this is for any sort of discrimination practices. Obviously we're real estate agents and we are obviously selling ourselves and our services. So we're going to go ahead and select the housing.
So real quick, if they don't select that housing, the ad's going to get rejected. So make sure that you add that in. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. And you do that enough times and they'll lock your account to where you can't run ads anymore.
So red flag there. Watch out for that one.
Yeah. Yep. And so, so A/B testing, again, that's something really advanced and we're just going to stick to traditional stuff right now.
You start spending 100 grand a month, okay.
Yes.
20 grand or 10 grand, but right now, not necessary.
So the conversion is how you want to capture the lead.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, yes. And so, I've seen agencies do instant forms where they actually fill out a form.
We did a ton of those.
Yeah, you get the leads. What I like to do, since we're real estate agents and we want to spark real estate conversations, the easiest way to do that and also keeping the consumer on the Facebook platform is just to go straight to Messenger. And so what I mean by that is when someone clicks your ad, Messenger is just going to pop up. And then you're going to start a conversation from there.
Exactly right. Yeah. And that's going to alert you, make sure your push notifications are on your cell phone. We should do a short class just on push notifications. It's amazing how many people don't have them on. They get in Messenger and messages and then push notifications aren't on. Yeah.
Just a quick tip. If you guys go to the App Store, whether it's Android or I think it's the Google Play Store, and just download the business suite. And that's when you can control all the conversation. That's where everything will pop up.
Done deal.
Yeah.
You should do a training on that, mate.
100%. Yeah. 100%. And so we're going to go ahead and click Messenger because we want to start some conversations. Now, again, we want to go to the page that's going to be running the ads. And so we're going to go to Andrew's Warburton Properties page. And I don't know if you guys can see her on the left-hand side, the right-hand side. But as I am scrolling through here, you're going to see some numbers changing on the right-hand side.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Yeah. And so as I change my budget, obviously the more I spend, the more I'm going to get. And so you can see down here at the bottom, as it's at 20, what it's saying right now. So the targeting is for all of United States, right? And so obviously you guys have local.
And how much money have you put in here, dude? How much is budgeted? $20?
$20 a day.
$20 a day.
$20 a day.
So let's play with it for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go down to, let's just do $5.
Yeah.
What happens if you put in $5?
So $5 is 9 to 27 leads.
So that means 9 to 27 times Messenger is going to ping. And you're going to get somebody who's interested in housing pinging you for $5 a day.
$5.
Why doesn't every real estate agent in the business do this?
And I mean, that's a loaded question, but
leave that one alone.
We have more trainings that answer that question.
No, I want to pay 40% to somebody who does it. That's why these portals, man, can charge so much money because they've got people, not running Facebook ads, but running at this traffic. They capture that traffic and go, hey, I'll give you one of my leads. 40%. Or you can do it yourself, $5.
100%.
Oh, but that's so difficult. Well, not now, because you can just follow Uncle Cameron right here. Just nephew Cameron. You're too young to be an uncle.
Just so you all know, all those marketing agents out there, all those marketing agencies out there that you all get bombarded with calls with every day. This is what they're doing on the back end. And they're either charging you per lead, charging you on the back end, kind of like Zillow Zillow does, or like any one of the other online portal platforms. Or they are charging you just like a monthly retainer. Hey, pay me $1,000 a month.
Exactly.
And then, yeah,
I get them
so
all the time. All right,
yeah.
so let's stay with, I'm back because I'm distracting.
Yeah, yeah.
So you put in whatever, $10.
Yes.
Okay,
So
got it.
I like to start at $10 a day because unfortunately Facebook isn't as good as it was back in the day, to where, not a lot of people were on here. Now everybody does this.
Yeah.
And so we're just gonna go with $10 a day. I always advise, so me, I just keep my ads running until I tweak them and optimize them and all that good stuff. But for starting out, what I like to do is just do a week, right? Do a week out from today.
Yeah.
Gives the Facebook enough time to learn about what type of audience that they're trying to push your ad in front of.
The algorithm starts to assess data.
Yep.
It's called a large language model, by the way.
Yeah. And so with $10, okay, so we have the when it's going to start, when it's going to end. Budget scheduling, we don't have to worry about that. That's another advanced feature. Yeah. And so we don't have to worry about that. So here's where it comes to selecting our audience. Yeah. We're obviously going to create a new audience, and we are, to be honest, you don't have to worry about custom audiences too much. Another advanced feature, training for another day. But when it comes down to locations, obviously all of you specialize in a local area. And so
before you even go there, look on the right-hand side of your screen here. You're looking at 19 to 54 leads a day across the US for $10.
$10.
Holy cow. And you go, well, look, I don't want that. I'm in Boise. So let's try Boise.
Yeah. So if we go to noisy, if we go to Boise, Idaho.
There you go.
So that drops down to like around 10. Like you're going to get around 10 conversations every single day.
And you can like change the radius too, right?
Yeah.
So where's our radius now? It's just a few miles.
So at 15, so let's double it. So let's go to 30. So yeah, so it's still around 10.
So reach 38 to 118 families a day, going to see you $5. Yep. Families, individuals, whatever, right? And somewhere around 10 leads. Even for $5, would you pay $1 a lead?
Yeah.
I mean, $1 a lead, really? For somebody to message you direct, and wait till you see what happens when they do message you. And here's the point. Now you get that message, but again, you've got a unique product. Hey, I just wanted you to know I'm what's called an agent on demand. I'm going to send you a link right now. Download this app, and you're totally safe with me. You don't want to get any cold calls. You can shut down your phone ringing. Anytime your phone rings with a notification for that app, you know it's me, right? So it's a whole, like talking to your girlfriend. It's a whole exclusive means of communication. It's totally cool. And again, $1 a lead. Less.
And so that's that for targeting. And so I keep the age range. I rely on Facebook. They have so much data. They have so much everything. I rely on them to do a lot of the heavy lifting for finding my audiences. So we're going to keep age, gender, detailed targeting all the same. Yeah.
Basically, the only restriction there is 18 to 65 or something like that, right?
So what I did, I just went to next. And so this is now the ad name. So like the actual ad creative, this is what this is talking about. And so this is where we are going to go over to our first promoter. Because again, Andrew was talking about, like, we want to partner with you guys to make sure that we're just giving you the content. So all you have to do is you just take that content, post on your organic social. You take that content, create an ad out of it, and it's just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And so
show them how to do that, man. It's totally cool.
Yeah. So we're going to go back into our first promoter. I'm going to move our audience over here. We're going to go down to assets. And again, we want to make this as easy as possible. So if you're creating a Facebook ad, go into the search bar and type in Facebook ad and enter. And what's going to pop up?
So we've done all of these. This is your marketing team who's done this.
Yes. So our marketing team went in here and we basically formatted all the ad creatives created the ad, along with the copy, along with the messaging for you all.
So that's real partnership. Now, for me as an agent, if I was in Boise, I'd want to say in the description, this is Sandy Warburton. Check out this technology. I'm the first person in Boise. So you're going to personalize it up there. You're also, guys, and I know you're going to get to this. You're going to add in your unique ID. So remember, on the app, top right hand toolbar, there's a little arrow like the share arrow we're all familiar with. That's where you get invite share. That's where you get your link that's unique. So everybody who responds is connected to you. iConnect.
100%. And so, okay. So how we do this is in first promoter, we're just going to click whatever asset that you want to use. You're going to right click, save image, and it's going to save. You save to your desired folder or desktop as you will. And then we're going to click back into Facebook. And first off, I'm sorry. So I'm going to take a step backwards and just name this.
Totally
and
cool.
what I'm going to name it is just the ad. So find and book agents with a tap, right?
Because when you're on 10 ads, you're not going to, you got to distinguish them, right?
Yep.
What the results are. Yep.
So let's just go find and book agent.
Yep.
Partnerships, you don't have to worry about. That's completely separate topic. The identity, again, that just asks you what page do you want to drive the traffic to. And then the ad setup here.
Quick thing, can I interject there?
Yeah.
I know that in this instance, we're not doing that. Where it says use Facebook page, they can also add their Instagram page in right there.
Yes. Yeah. So you can also go in there if you guys have your Instagram page connected to your business suite, your meta suite, then you can add your Instagram to this as well.
Yep.
And so, okay. So we are going to go to ad setup, and obviously we're going to create an ad. Now you have the choice between single images, video, carousel. Just to make this super simple for sake of example, we're just going to go with that single image that we downloaded.
How do you feel later on, like when they've done a few of these, carousel works better than single?
So interesting. I've seen marketing agencies use carousel for more like property. So it'd be like a picture of the property,
living room, backyard.
Yeah. And so you could use it in that way. Just to give you guys a real quick tip, with any sort of marketing, there's a huge testing, like trial and error phase. Any marketing that you're doing, and I'm talking about like cold calling, like open houses, it's nothing but trial and error just to see with what your audience responds to best. And then you just tweak it to make it even better to get more of that audience responding to it better.
I think sometime we should go onto the back end panel and actually show them, look, here's 10 ads that we ran. This is how many views. And all of that stuff. Yeah. So keep it simple for now. Yeah.
And so since we chose single image, we're going to come down here to add media.
Good.
And that image that we just downloaded, I'm going to move myself over here. The image that we just downloaded, we're going to come to this upload button. And then wherever yours is, so I'm not going to do it because I actually have mine uploaded in there, but you just click it and then open, and then it's going to open here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click this ad creative. Now notice, here's where things get a little couple bumps in the road.
The first time I saw this, I'm like, that looks really bad. Right?
Yeah. As you can see, Facebook is recommending the format settings to best get you the most exposure for this ad, to really optimize this ad for the most viewership. So they're recommending you to make sure that you have some sort of format along the lines of 9 by 16 megapixels. And so for the stories and reels that they're going to put this on Facebook. And so what we want to make this as easy as possible for you all. And that's the reason why we have multiple variations in here. And so if you can see just the verbiage here, so Facebook ad creative 1 of 1, that's the first one. 1 of 1. The second one is 916, which is 916.
Yeah, perfect. And it matches.
And so you just come in here and you just do the same process. Click it, right click, save to your computer, go back to the Facebook ads. You're going to come down here to replace image. And then same process, click upload, go to wherever you downloaded the image, and then you're going to click on that image. And then you're going to go to next and see how it reformatted it so that now you can see it. And so
your team has taken every ad that we post. We've got a lot of them in there, right? And you've reformatted them in advance. Yeah, guys, listen, we're really automating this. Good job, Cameron.
Yeah. And so we're just going to do this last one. I'm just going to do this last one real quick. And so same process, go to your first promoter, find the one that is 1.91 by 1. And then you're going to click it, download it, upload it to here by clicking upload. And then you're going to click it here to select it. And so now everything's formatted correctly. And so then we're going to go ahead and click next. We don't need 3D animations for this. It doesn't, it's kind of weird, the 3D animations that they give you. And so remember how I said we're going to leverage Facebook for a lot of the heavy lifting? What they also like to do is show you like best practices here. So this is the tailored lead campaign at the beginning that we chose. And this is why it's bringing up recommendations for me. And so what it's saying is, hey, make your ad look more natural on different placements. And so if you think about it, placements is where this ad is going to be placed, plain and simple. And so whether it's in the feed, whether someone's scrolling through reels and it pops up, that's placements. And so it's saying optimize that. And literally all I have to do is just click apply changes and it applies it to all of the creatives.
You had to do it all yourself.
It's
totally cool. So AI just goes in the background and optimizes based on the, got it.
And so we have our ad creative. You could preview it here. You could preview all the different types of, based on where the placement is. And so now we're going to go down to the primary text. Again, we want to make things as easy as possible for you. This is why all this copy is here. And you literally just copy. And then I do Command C. I believe it's Control C if you're on a Windows. and then you come here to the primary text. And what I like to do is just format this accordingly.
Clean it up a bit.
Yeah. So I like to clean it up. There's hashtags here at the bottom. You could put your hashtag, like brokerage name,
your name.
Yeah, your name, your city,
Sally sells homes.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Boise real estate, whatever it is.
Yeah. Customize it to your liking. Yep. Now, a question that I get a lot is like, well, Cameron, like how much does the primary text influence the click-through rate of somebody clicking that ad? For the most part, I would say 90% of it is just the ad creative. Because if you think about everybody has a short attention span now. They're just going to scroll. And the first thing that they're going to see is that ad creative. Now, if the ad creative captures their attention, that's when they're going to go in there and read the description. Like, oh, what is this? Like, it, caught my interest. And so,
so quick thing on that, on the standout movement, the whole idea with us, with iConnect is, we provide the technology. We have agents all over the country that are going to stand up and say, I'm going to place my own ads. I'm going to get my own traffic, right? And I'm going to offer this Uber style service. So the hashtags are important because those hashtags, it's a non-technical word, but they're going to bounce back all around the country. They'll bounce between each other. So that's definitely going to affect your views. As time goes by, 6 months, 12 months from now, it's like when you first got an Uber, and you saw an Uber guy, who is it, right? Now you got 19 guys lined up with a light. You want to be one of the first guys, so let's get going on this.
100%. And so that was the primary text. That was just the text, like basically the description of the post here. And again, you can preview everything here. Next thing we're going to go to is the headline. And what I'm going to put here is just message. So message your right now agent. And so where that goes is it's the CTA for everybody to click
call
this
to action,
right? And so, I'm just telling everybody, hey, and that's what a CTA is. Sorry. So a call to action. It's just telling them, hey, you've seen the ad. Now do this to get more information. And so now that we have that on here, I always leave the description because Facebook says it puts it some places, but every time I play around with it, I can't find it. And so we're going to just leave the description there. Again, our call to action is send us a message, right? And so they're going to send a message to the real estate agent that they're inquiring about. The Advantage Plus creatives, again, this is Facebook going in there and creating your ad and, doing all the editing that it needs to do with it. And I believe they
automatic.
Automatic.
Cool. Nothing to worry about.
So all the enhancements are there for you.
Cool.
You can add music, you do all that good stuff. So this is the interesting thing. Again, remember I said that we are creating conversations. And so as real estate agents, I know that you guys are constantly looking for conversations, obviously. And so there's lots of, so let me take a step back. So when someone clicks this ad, your messenger is going to pop up. Now you guys may be at listing presentations, you guys may be out showing property, whatever it may have you. This is where we want to lean on AI a little bit and just train the bot to talk to the consumers the way that they need to be talked to while you all are busy.
And then you can jump in at any point.
You can jump in at any point, and that's the way we set this thing up.
By the way, we convert a lot of inbounds, just on our team, right? Not just with iConnect. With jump-ins. And we'll talk about jump-ins in a minute, but go ahead and do this with the speech.
And I'm pretty sure you guys are like, wait, Cameron, like I have to go in here and program the bot for every single question that it's going to ask. Like, where am I going to find that copy? First promoter. And so again, we want to make this as easy as possible for you.
Let's see it.
And so over here, we have the Facebook ad, find and book agents, messenger chat.
Excellent.
So when you click that, there it literally created all the copy for you. And literally all you do is highlight it. So welcome message. I'm going to go back to the welcome message here. We're going to delete all that. Go into first promoter. We're going to copy. We're going to paste. And then teach you guys a little trick here. So for the first name,
watch this, guys. This is super cool. Watch.
You're going to erase that. And then you're going to see this little person icon and it says insert personalization. And then you're training the bot to whoever clicks it, it just automatically inputs their first name there. And so for this one, our copy is, hey there, Andrew, I'm excited to help you get started with your real estate journey. And so I'm just going to go in here and then fill out the rest of this. But basically, the conversation that you're having, your Facebook bot is having with a consumer while you all are out in the field being real estate agents. And so the way that we set this up is so that you can, so that it stops, like it's like an open-ended conversation so the real estate agent can pick up after.
Totally.
And so what I like to do in here, so the custom question is, with iConnect, you can handpick the perfect agent for your needs. Are you looking to buy a home or sell a home? They're speaking to the person that just clicked on them, right? And so usually I'd go in here and just give them 2 answers: buy, sell. And so what I've done, you could see the preview of it here. So these are the 2 messages that's going to pop up when the person clicks on this ad. And then they're going to have 2 selections there so they don't have to type, right? And so they're either going to click buy or sell.
It's excellent.
Yeah. And so we're going to keep that the way it is. I believe, yes, that was a custom question. We're going to delete the city question for right now because we don't need it. And then we are going to go to the next one, which is the completed question. And this is where we leave it open.
And you put completed right there.
Yep. And so here's where you copy and paste. And then we're just going to put it right here. And so the last thing that the bot is going to tell the person who clicked on this is awesome, because they either picked buy or sell, whatever they're interested in. And with iConnect, you can schedule property tours on demand. No more waiting around. Is there a home that you have been wanting to tour?
Excellent.
And so that's just an open-ended question where now you as a real estate agent, keep in mind, you're getting these notifications if you have downloaded the app.
So every time one of these, a response goes off, you get a ping.
Yep.
So make sure your notifications are turned on. Same thing again, right?
Yep.
And the point is here, look, what are we doing? We're communicating. What makes you different now is that as you ping backwards and forwards, you can say, hey, I can help you with that. By the way, I'm going to send you a link right now. You send them the link for iConnect download. You say, you can communicate securely with me through this app, iConnect, because we offer the best service in, well, Boise in Idaho, right? The best service in Idaho. Now you're creating that distinction. You're not just like every other agent saying, I'll show you a home. You are saying, I'll show you a home, but you're saying, I'm on demand. You can see me on the map. You can meet me in real time. You can track me coming towards you. You can use that speech. And that's what we call jump-ins. So when you see this going off, you might be in church. Step outside for a minute. You might be with a customer, say, hey, look, do you mind if I step outside for just a minute to reply to somebody? You step outside, you quickly jump in. Jump-ins are very high converters. You've just been talking to my assistant. This is Andy. Hey, by the way, and that's where you then send them the link to download iConnect.
Yep. And so, yeah, so everything's set up for you. There's just a couple more things that they require that we've already input in here for you. So just a reminder message. And so these are for the individuals that don't reply to your initial messages. And so after 5 minutes, if there's
follow up,
there's no conversation, this is the message that we're going to send them.
Excellent.
And it's going to do it automatically. So we're going to go to click advance for that. And then we're going to
paste it in there.
Yep. And so
you've set up the visuals. You've set up the description, the message. You've set up the title. You've set up the call to action. Now you've set up the way that people can communicate with you. Now you're ready to publish, I think, right?
Ready to publish.
What's happened? How do I do that?
And so, so I'm going to tell you guys one more thing, because Facebook now requires this. Go WP now. So I'm going to go to your website.
Okay.
And so if you all have websites, scroll down to the bottom of the website and you're going to have a privacy policy. And so hold on, let me move me over for a second. And it's right down here. So terms of service, every single website has this. If your website does not have it, then call somebody to get a better website.
Yeah, exactly right. They all have it.
Yeah. And so you're just going to go down there. You're going to copy the link address, and then you're going to post it into the Facebook privacy policy. Now, all this is doing is, so like every single website has to have a privacy policy. So like, so when it comes to my information,
totally cool.
Got it. You're getting my permission. And so we're just going to go ahead and save. Oh, so the disqualification question. So we're just going to put thanks in here. So that's if somebody is like, it's not even going to the way that I programmed it. It's not going to go to the disqualification question. And so I'm just going to put something in there just to be in there.
All right. Very good.
Yeah. So now we're going to go click save, finished our template. And so now everything's done. And so as far as the tracking, this is where like Facebook pixels and stuff like that come into play, since we're doing messaging.
We'll do more advanced later.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good.
Yeah, we're going to do lots of these trainings. Last things last is just hitting publish. Yeah.
Man, what an excellent job. So guys, we're doing a ton of this marketing material for you. Okay. Every feature of the app, right? Additionally, we're doing a whole bunch of, user-generated content. Sorry to use acronyms. It's called UGC. So we're doing a ton of UGCs for you that you're going to be able to use. Guys and girls recommending the app, describing how the app works, that are going to look super cool. And you can just take those and brand them yourself. Right? Can't change the video, but you can brand it up in the comments just like Cameron's described. So look, bottom line, iConnect. Yeah, you've now got the technology that nobody else has. Why not brag about it, right? So set yourself up on Facebook, even go to your broker, maybe put together 10 or 12 people in your brokerage. You all chip in a few bucks together, because the time will come, I promise you. I know, because 18,000 of these responses we've gotten back. You need to set up people to help support you, right? But just get started. Just get started. And when people respond to you, make sure you stand out. And you stand out by saying, I have technology that nobody else has. You can reach me 24/7. When I'm working, you will see me on the map. Super important. Hey, when I'm coming to an appointment, you'll track me. We have 100% guaranteed appointments because you will see me on my way. You'll never waste your time again, right? No more standing at a sign, waiting for an agent. Will they call back, right? So that's how to promote yourself on Facebook. We got so much more that we can share with you, Cameron. You did a killer job.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you guys next week on Tuesday. And we've got, again, building a massive sphere of influence with more social media marketing, email marketing, all of the above. We appreciate you. And let's go get America's buyers and sellers with iConnect. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Let's do it.
Good job, man. Great job.
Thank you.
Wow. How long it took me to learn that when I started?
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah.